I am standing here, hands trembling, because I've got to do a huge boosting session on Juan Puchades' workshop tank. And you guys remember that we did this great workshop video 3 months ago. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put Hardscape in it. I'm gonna plant it deep water. Stay with us. Welcome to the beautiful world of aquascaping. Okay, so making an aquascaping workshop is not easy. Why not? Because you fly into Green Aqua to Budapest, Hungary. You have probably one day to prepare yourself. Obviously, you've been thinking about the layout and everything, but then you need to build the whole thing in about 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours, but I think like 4 or 5 hours maximum. And if you're building a 120p tank like this one, you don't have much time. So actually, the workshop tanks are not on the same level, even if they're done by masters, like a contest tank done by them would be. So they need weeks, months, prepare, rescape, boost, change little details, change plants, etc., etc. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna follow the master's recommendation, and Juan has sent us a great video explaining us what my job is today. So let's listen to that together now.
Hi guys, how are you? First of all, thank you so much for taking care of the tank we built some months ago. It's really amazing how I see it now. I see it so healthy, and I really love it, and I enjoy it every time you send me a photo. My first idea will be to create new elements in the upper region. We have lost that third. So please, Balazs, add a great new layer of stones just on the top of the ones that we have now. Please, if you can, in both sides, make that the stones go till the surface, then the effect will be almost perfect. Second, please focus on the vanishing point and try to create 2 more layers. Super great challenge, but you can do it, I know. And for sure, I think we can change the planting idea in the upper regions, and we can add, because now we are going to have less space, even less space than before, and you have to add more soil, and it will be great if you plant some rotalas from red to orange colors in a gradation till that will focus our eyes till the vanishing point. Remember, vanishing point just with little plants, just some mosses, maybe Cuba or some Monte Carlo, nothing else. So I feel that's it, because the downside of the tank, I extremely love it. I feel we achieved a nice, really nice tank. So guys, thank you so much for all the love you have sent to me during all these months, and I hope to see you really soon. So now please, Balazs, do something as nice as possible, and I will try to be there with you to see it in a close future. See you soon, guys. Thanks for everything.
No, my Spanish friend, I cannot do this. How can you expect such a thing from me? I'm not like an IAPLC Grand Champion kind of guy. Maybe you are. Maybe one of our viewers are. But you know, how can I do such a boosting session, such an in-depth boosting session? By the way, he's absolutely right. The top part of it, it's empty. You need to do something about it. But when you have a 45 deep tank, then you have a problem, because if you start building, there's not gonna be any space behind it. So let's see what we're gonna do. And I've got our dear friend and colleague, Tony, here right next to me. He's stealing, like, I asked him to do that. He is stealing Rotala rotundifolia and Rotala HRA, the plants that Juan has asked us to do. And he's doing that because of Tommy, because Tommy has actually said that I cannot take anything from the shelves. So without further ado, let's start draining the tank, and let's start selecting the Hardscape proto stones and put it in there. But before I do that, I need to remove all the Juncus repens. There's some Monte Carlo there that's gonna go out as well. We're gonna leave the Juncus on the left and right side, and then we're gonna drain the tank to see what's happening. So the time now is 6 o'clock in the afternoon, the time that I'm making this video. I wanna be done by 9. Huh? Put your bets. We're gonna leave the fish in. We're gonna drain the tank until probably this point. All the fish are gonna live down there while I do the boosting session, and they're gonna be fine. Oh, by the way, there are not enough Danio Choprai in this tank, and then we received some, and our fish expert Lori did not put them into this tank on purpose. We're gonna introduce the new fish after I did this boosting session, and the whole thing starts to be stable again. Jeez, guys, this is gonna be a long night. If you have 2 clamps, then it's gonna stay there. Filter stopping. The water is so clean, I cannot see anything getting into the... Yes, it does. Green Aqua water, super clean. We are removing the Monte Carlo now. What we are trying to do is to remove the Juncus repens from the background without disturbing the soil. And for that, we need to trim it at the soil level, and then we're gonna pour some soil on top of it. We need to remove the hair grass, which is in the back, because that's not visible at all. This is a huge chunk of Eleucarius, check this out. Okay, I'm done. And now it's time to introduce the Hardscape. We drained the water all the way down. We took out a little bit more than I expected. I don't want the soil to get the water cloudy in the front so that you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Main rock should be here and should go towards here. What about this? It should be okay, but it's not going out enough. So what if I place this on the other side? That would actually work well. Oopsie, don't destroy Juan's Hardscape. That is perfect there, absolutely perfect. And that, I don't like. Too small. We're gonna put the original version back, because that was the best so far. No, it's not standing up. It should be like a standing rock somehow. So maybe this piece is not cool. But I kind of like this one. That one is continuing the line of this rock here. Still don't know what I'm doing. I'm just telling before you start questioning. No, no, no. Yes, I got it. Using this there really helped. Let's move on with the main rock. Let's select the biggest rock that I have, which would be probably still this one. Can I check the image again? This one is okay. And here, this one is kind of okay. Maybe it's a little too thick, but there's nothing else that would make me happy. That came out wrong, didn't it? This is leaning a little bit downwards instead of being diagonal like this one on the picture. But the other one is quite okay, and okay, it doesn't come all the way to the front glass here, because he probably wanted me to come all the way to the front glass, which could be done by replacing this one. So what do you say about that? We improved it a little bit. Now we have a good line on that side. And then we move on to the primary one. I could turn it more. It's still too high, and I don't have this great line of pulling everything. So this big bulky something there. This has to go. I'm fighting with the shape of the rocks because these are bulky rocks, and I would need something that is like longer and thinner. We need all the way up. So we need to almost come to the surface on this point. This is almost at the surface, so this is too high. Trial and error. Absolutely not. The end is fine. That piece I love. It's gonna take the line exactly where I want it to. It's very important for you guys to see how I'm placing in rocks and then deciding which ones not to use and why not to use them. I think it's the biggest part of the process, which is usually edited out by Peter and Aaron and everybody else, because they would think that this is not a step towards progress, because this is not the right stone. So what you usually see in our videos is the moment when I place in the right stone, which comes actually after many, many trial and error sessions. This guy is killing me. I hate this. I'm going to remove this. Call me crazy. This is much better. He wants it to go up, 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 up. And we're not up, up, up. We're gonna invite him back and then he can do better. Like this. Yes, much better. This one is separated from the left side. And this is where the problem starts to arrive, because we have about this much in the back. And that's where you have to squeeze a lot of small rocks, which would look like a distant hill. No, let's pour in the soil first. Remember that we use La Plata sand. I mean, Juan has used La Plata sand before, so I'm going to just put La Plata sand on the top of this guy here. I'm still not very happy with the left side. Somehow I need to increase it to make it higher even more. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. This is what I could do, period. One, I am ready with the Hardscape. Sorry man, I couldn't do more. I hope that you're gonna like it. And now I'm gonna add the plants for the foreground first, the midground basically, and then I'm gonna add the plants that we stole from my Brazilian scape. Well, I've got some mosses here that I need. Did somebody use my tweezers? Because I can see glue on it. Guys? Good. Stem plants. Okay, let's start with the Rotala HRA, and Tony is helping me with spraying the soil. The next step is Rotala rotundifolia, which is a lot more orangish than RA or HRA. I'm going to introduce that behind the HRA. Tony's going to help me with filling up the water and a little bit of general cleaning up, taking care of the leaves that fell down here. And you're gonna see in a moment how this whole thing looks. With the rocks, it was very difficult. But I think the end result is speaking for itself. We are done. We started at around 6, it's 8 o'clock. So a little bit more, a couple of minutes more than 2 hours and I was done. I didn't expect this to happen this quickly. Luckily, I had the professional guidance from Juan, so I knew what I was doing. It's much easier than that. All I had to do is to obey to the rules. And we're done with this video, guys. I hope that you liked it. You're gonna see how this tank looks in a couple of weeks, I think 2 or 3 weeks. Aaron's gonna do the B-roll for you. If you want to support Aaron, please don't forget that we have a membership so that you can support the video production of this channel. Otherwise, we're gonna see you next week. Let us know what you think. Very important. Bye-bye.